The unified platform for applying to study in Sweden is out. Cheers! And I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide to making this application. So don't take a walk, don't even take a stroll away from your telephone. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Andrew. Okay, so today I'm going to be giving you a rundown or a step-by-step guide for applying to study in Sweden. Okay, the other day I met a lady here and she just started her studies like myself, and she said what informed her decision then was one of these videos that she watched, and she did it by herself even without the aid of an agent. So I'm doing the same thing for you who wants to come to study either your BSc or masters. Do your BSc or masters in Sweden. So let's delve right into the video. So the first thing you have to know if you're planning or to apply is to go to the site. There is a unified platform or site for that purpose, and it is universityadmissions.se. I don't have to repeat that because I'll put it in the description of this video. So when you go to that site, you have to make a comprehensive research. Do a comprehensive research. The problem with people is that Nigerians don't like to read. It's important that we learn how to read. So you really go and do a comprehensive research because do a comprehensive research of it and make sure that your documents are handy. When I talk about your documents, it depends on the school that you'll be choosing. It has to be probably your certificate, your degree certificate. Then for some schools they require SOP. Of course, you can't have an SOP yet until you apply to the school. And then make sure you have a valid passport, okay, while doing your application. IELTS is not required for studying in Sweden. Once your certificate is in English, you are good to go. So after doing a comprehensive study, while you'll be studying that platform is to know the schools that you'll be picking, because whatever you'll be applying for to do or to study must be in tandem with what you studied in your BSc. If not, there's every possibility that you will not get a visa. So it is important that you pick universities that offer choices that are in tandem or that are related to what you studied in your BSc. So you have to pick like 3 to 4 schools, and you rank them in order of importance depending on how. Like me, I picked 3 schools. I didn't pick 4, all right, and I picked clinical psychology in another school, and then public health in another school, because at the end of the day only one university will actually give you admission. So when you pick those schools, you rank them in order of choice. That does not mean that the first choice may pick you, because my first choice actually put me on reserve, but it's important that you put your first choice. So after doing that, you have to pay your application fee, and that's a sum of 900 SEK. And for now, because mostly you may have to do it the black market rates, like buy from people who have this SEC, or you ask your relations in abroad to help you pay this money. So 900 SEK, as for black market rate now, I think is at 90. So that would be around 81,000 naira. So after paying for this admission fee, I don't know, it would depend on the rates that will be available then. So after paying the admission fee, the next thing, application fee, the next thing you have to do is to get your school to send an e-transcript to the unified system. You don't have to send it to each school. Sweden makes it easier for you. So you send it to the unified system. They'll give you an address to send it to. Most students have problem in this regard, at this level, because many schools actually waste a lot of time in sending this transcript. And once the deadline comes and you've not sent it, it becomes a problem. So let's just be hopeful that your school does the needful. So after that, again, the next thing you have to do for some people, like many schools, your first choices would send you, what's it called, scholarship options. all right, a scholarship application. So you fill it and then you send it. A strong SOP, and then it's also really dependent on what is it called, what's on your grade from back then. But of course, if you don't have what's it called, if you don't have a high grade, then it's, or you don't get a scholarship, then of course it's possible you have to pay your fees. I know so many people are ready for that. So after doing that, after your first choice sends you the scholarship application form and you submit, most likely the only thing that will be needed again is for you to wait. Like you wait for the admission results to come out. It mostly comes out in March. Like now, the admission platform opened on October 16th. So you have from now to do everything you want to do, send your transcript until I think January when it would close. So once it closes, everyone waits for a result. And the result comes out around March. So when it comes out, one university will most likely pick you. So when the university of your or the university picks you, others may place you on reserve, and while others, I don't know, they will not just even give you at all. Okay, so while waiting also for that result, there is a, what's it called? There is a scholarship called SI scholarship. Okay, you know, I told you that your first choice will send your scholarship option. That one, they only pay for some people 50% of their tuition fee, some 100%, 90%, 70%. It depends. Okay, but the SI scholarship takes care of everything. So the person takes, for the school, the person takes care of maybe half of the remaining, like whatever percent is remaining, and then the accommodation fee, as well as the, what's it called, accommodation fee, as well as feeding, living costs, that's what they call it. But if the SI gives you scholarship actually, then that one is 100%. Both they'll be paying the person allowance per month, and aside paying the person allowance per month, also they will take care of the tuition, everything. The person will come free of charge to Sweden and finish his or her studies. So while waiting for that, mostly the SI comes, and then so when the university the list or the result comes out, also the results for scholarships come out, all right? So it's either you get the SI scholarship or you get the school scholarship. Then if you don't get either of the scholarships, then you know you're in for payments, like you have to pay. Of course, people are ready for that. It's not the end of the world. People always find a way. So when it comes out, the next thing will be to apply for visa, and there is a visa fee. I think that should be 1,500 SEK. So assuming it's 90 per SEK, as at then, I don't know, or 95, you have to calculate that by 1.5 and then pay. All right, there's a way you do it. Definitely there's a WhatsApp platform that I can recommend for you if you're really interested, because I have a lot to do and I may not really want to be there for everyone, like especially people who are not interested in this. But really, if you're really interested, chat me up or just drop it, or look for a way to connect. I can give you my mail so that I can refer you to the listen, but that's only for people who are interested. So when you apply for your visa fee, because it's important to belong to those WhatsApp groups, because they share tips there and you can easily follow other persons when they are applying. So when the results comes out and you apply for your visa, you go for a visa interview. Before, I think they were mostly not, they were just working for biometrics and all, but this last year, almost every one of us, except for probably the SI scholarship people, we all did interviews, all right? So while waiting for, when you apply for the visa, you go for your interview, and then you have to have a particular amount of money, proof of fund, for living costs. It has to be in your account. And I didn't say something, please. When you immediately your university accepts you, either of the universities, one of the 4 or one of the 3, you have to pay your school fees immediately if you do not have a scholarship. Of course, when you get to those bridges, you will cross them, all right? So later you go for your visa interview, and after the visa interview, if God helps you, you definitely get in, like you get your application granted, and you start to prepare to come to Sweden to study. So the first time I told you too that it's important that when you're reading through the requirements of your university, know when their deadlines would be. Yeah, know when the deadlines will be for resumption will be, because sometimes migration doesn't respond early. And even when migration gives you a positive distance and your school says the deadline has passed, you may not come again. They will not allow you. Your school will not allow you. And in that case, even when you're asking for a refund from your school, they will reduce the money, because they will take out the administrative fees. Like me, I came late actually, because the migration didn't answer me early. But the only thing that saved me, the saving grace, was that my school said once you get a decision, you can come. There was no deadline to my resumption. So yeah, many schools have deadlines, but you have to check. Hope the deadline is not really close. Don't make sure it's not in August. You understand? Because schools resume in August. Make sure the deadline is not in August, so you don't have stories that heart palpitating stories to tell. Okay, that's it. So when it comes, you start to prepare and that. And you have to understand that this journey needs a lot of patience. Trust me. It's not something that you do without an open heart. I think this last whatever, I'm not discouraging anybody, but this last time, maybe the percentage, the number of persons they took on percentage based, maybe just 30 to 40%. Other people did not get a positive response. But you know what I know? What I know is that if you're meant to be somewhere, you definitely get there. So, disclaimer, nobody asked me to do this for money or something, but some persons came in box to ask me after the time that the video I posted about my challenges, and they were asking me how I got here. So that's why I am making this video. So I wish you all the best, and it's a journey of faith, all right, a journey of openness, of high hopes and all. But if you're meant to be here, you definitely get here. So I'll put the description in the video, like I said, and you are welcome to always communicate your thoughts here, and I will reply you. And if you're really serious, I can help you get into the WhatsApp group. Okay, so please ensure to drop your comments, and please click the subscribe button if this video has helped you, and also like, share. I love you, and my name is Dorcas Andrew. I wish you all the best.